Dire's top tower is under attack.
Ha! Psych! Psych! Not going anywhere, bitch. I'm back. I'm still out here. I'm just gonna do a different game. I was just kidding. I was just trying to find a different game, my bad. So now we've got ourselves Neon Esports going up against TNC. I need to quickly do one thing. Right quick, alright, that'll do. So TNC versus Neon Esports. For the side of Neon Esports, what do we have here? Let's see the team that we have at our disposal from them. We've got HMY playing this hard carry lifestealer here in the top lane. Thus far, second towards a Terrorblade only in farm. Behind him, playing on the Disruptor, we have Lucifer, which is a pretty great name. He's the captain of the team, playing the Disruptor. Play hard. He's going to be playing on the Slardar, running himself around. Here towards the mid lane, we will have Ranj on the Tinker, and that leaves not but not least Abyssal Underlord being played up by Y here in the bottom lane of this particular matchup. At the same time, oh wait, no, that's a mistake, sorry. Just have to change one thing, there we go. At the same time, on the side of TNC, you know, some familiar names. We've got ourselves Sam H, is playing offlane here on the Tidehunter. Tims will be on his Nyx Assassin, one of his better heroes. Cuckoo will be playing on the Dazzle. We have ourselves Armel OD. Oof. I'm excited. Armel OD and Raven Terrorblade, are you kidding me? This is so great. Alright, I'm hyped. I'm ready. I'm down for this. Anyway, in this particular matchup, again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the MDL Shangsha Super Major Qualifiers for the Southeast Asian region. We are playing ourselves in a GSL group to see which team is going to actually advance through this tournament in its entirety. The winner, there's only one person that actually goes through out of all of this from the C region. So it's extremely important how you actually end up performing in this GSL group. Oh no, they lose the hero down at bottom top lane. Sam H caught out inside the Static Storm and Glimpse. We have HY. Oh, nicely done. Shallow Grave from Cuckoo does keep Sam H alive, and they don't have any additional damage to lay into Sam H. So HMY will be forced to abandon his chase on the Lifestealer. Not be able to actually close the gap further onto him. Yeah, that's acceptable. I can get behind that. Lucifer right now, he's being pushed back by Sam H. Sam H might want to be able to get this kill. They got off the poison attack onto him, and now Sam H getting turned upon right now by HMY. HMY looking to get this kill. Cuckoo doesn't have any mana for Shallow Grave, and it's also on cooldown, so Sam H dies mid-taunt, and Cuckoo can do nothing but watch him, because nothing else he can do to help him out. And now we see ultimate committed by both Armel and Raven. Raven does end up going down though, didn't find the space to use the Sunder. Tims using the Vendetta. Might want to turn around, want to play hard. Corrosive Haze directly onto Armel. Tims gonna zone them back. Oh, he's right underneath the Sentry Ward. They know that he's here. Will they be able to get the kill onto him? Yes, they do. Corrosive Haze as well as the additional right-click damage from HMY. More than enough to absolutely freaking destroy that Nyx Assassin. Jesus. He got eviscerated there. So now, HMY just farming the Ancients. Play hard, lol. Will at least steal away a Bounty Rune from Cuckoo. Actually has himself a Blink Dagger already. That's pretty impressive from the Slaughter. And they really needed this, because right now, if you look at their lineup, the only route of initiation that they really have, like pure hard initiation, it's either they drag you back with Glimpse, or they Slaughter attack you, and they need the Slaughter because he's the only vehicle for the Lifestealer. So HMY might consider just farming up here a little bit until he gets a little bit more HP. At that point, can infest into play hard. They're probably just waiting for the Shrine. Yeah, they're waiting for the Shrine. They're going to use the Shrine, get full mana out on HMY, and that will allow them to actually use this Blink Dagger, reveal it somewhere across the map in an action-packed way. Here we go. They're going to get started out by Tims, though. I'm not sure Tims actually saw them. He does ping it out, though. But they also have an Observer Ward here. They see Cuckoo, and they see Raven. Are they going to try for this? I think they want a little bit of an easier target. They're going to go for Sam H down in the bottom lane. Yeah, buddy, you're dead. He's going to survive for a little bit thanks to Corrosive Haze. But, oh no. Actually, Sam H too good. This is a major issue, actually. The fact that they've taken this long to make this gank happen presents an opportunity for TNC. Firstly, to be farming across the map. But secondly, they recognize, yo, there's some heroes that are missing that around this time would be doing something. So they can position together on the side of TNC. Cuckoo
will smoke up with his team now. Armel and Raven will lead the charge. They're going to try and actually take a fight on their own terms. Tims has Vendetta in 12 seconds. Would have been nice if they smoked a little bit closer towards this timing of his ultimate, so he could go ahead and scout for them right now. Now Raven heading to the high ground. Raven might just die actually off the back. Corrosive Haze right on top of him, and then he gets lasered up as well. Armel will try save him right now, but he's still underneath the Static Storm. There will be a stun coming in. Oh, Sam H, massive Ravage, catching 4 heroes on the backside of the fight. They've already lost the Tinker, and now they want to keep taking the fight. Pitot Manus dropped down by Y, but Armel 4 storms past it, and they want to try and put some damage out onto the heroes in the backline. Slaughter blinking forward, gets off a beautiful crush as well. Ultimate from Armel will bring down the Slaughter with one more right click. The banishment will be there onto Lifestealer. HMY in trouble. Tims looking for the Impale, will be able to find one more right click from Armel. Cuckoo in fact will hit it with the healing wave, and Y also in trouble. Metamorphosis hits onto the high ground. He will magic wand himself through and keep himself up for the time being, running back into the base to stay alive. But a major fight taken by TNC. They will glimpse back. Sam H gonna just TP up. Not enough damage to actually kill him before that point. And it looks like they should be able to gain this tier 1 tower. Play hard, play hard. They're going to get off the Corrosive Haze directly onto the Raven Terrorblade. Terrorblade is able to get off the Sunder Reflection down as well. They glimpse him back. They really want to try to take this fight. The Shallow Grave is there. They're not even going to be able to get it off in time, unfortunately. The laser from Yaj, from Ranj, doing way too much damage. And he's not done just yet. Laser forward onto Cuckoo with the homing rockets. Jumping forward from Play Hard with that stun. Is there any bashes? Nope, they just glimpse him. Bash is not required. Easy grab for them to acquire onto the Cuckoo Dazzle. They do lose Y on the backside of this, but now Tims should be the sacrificial lamb. Corrosive Haze onto him. Really amplifies the Lifestealer's damage. And HMY should be building into a Desolator this game to create space so he can fight whilst the Tinker runs across the map. Wait, isn't this the second time as well that we see this particular draft from a Southeast Asian team? As in Tinker as well as the Lifestealer with a +1 hero like Batrider / Slaughter that can buy Blink Dagger. I think yesterday when we saw it, it was with Batrider in the offlane. It was either Batrider or Sand King. But I definitely remember there was a Tinker in this game as well. And Lifestealer was just creating space. Thus far it's not going too badly. They lose a tremendous fight, take back a decent fight, so it's alright. They're gonna smoke up right now. I'm gonna try this again. Play hard, infested up into Sam H. I'm not sure if he's been seen by this observer ward, but he will be seen now. Up, yeah, they know where he is. They see him farming these ancients. He doesn't have a blink dagger, so can't get himself to the low ground. Gets stunned up. There's gonna be a static storm, kinetic field. In fact, oh, kinetic field didn't connect onto him. That is a huge problem. Major initiation that ends up being wasted out right now. And while this is happening, you know, Raven's out at top, pushing down the tier 1 tower, actually is able to secure it. Closer and closer towards the Manta style he goes after having grabbed up this Dragon Lance already. And the TB Lifestealer matchup becomes very difficult for the Lifestealer. This game is actually a lot better because of the fact that Play Hard is here. So he can use the Corrosive Haze to at the very least isolate the Terrorblade a bit. But Terrorblade will still have access to Manta style to dispel that, so is not as cut and dry as you would imagine.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, and while I'm looking elsewhere, bottom lane Armel catching out Ranj. They bring down the Tinker. That's it's the second or third time this game that we've seen Tinker dying on the sides of the map. He should probably realize by now that there's a Tinker ward out, right? At this point, you make that connection, you're like, yo guys, do something about this. Armel goes forward, they get the dispel, the banish, out onto Play Hard. Play Hard might be the one that dies here. Gets off a stun on to Sam H, but unfortunately for him, Raven is right behind him with the Metamorphosis, and now they're gonna go for Roche. Arcane Rune on the ground, maybe not the best Arcane Rune. Oh, but Raven's gonna use this for the Conjure Image, actually. Then he can use it very soon afterwards. Yeah, so it's actually decent. It's fine. So they want to maybe take this fight. Tims using his ultimate with the invis. Gets off a 2-man impale. They've already brought down the Ravage onto 2 heroes. Also onto the Lifestealer. HMY will have to rage and run himself away. They've lost several heroes. They're body blocking up the siege creep that he has inhabited. But now they should just back away. The Spy Carapace did stun Ranj on the top side of the map, but he just TPs out. They really wanted to take that fight, but Tims, this is why you don't give him these Envious heroes. Don't give him Bounty Hunters, Nyx Assassins. Perfectly positioned. He makes the approach, gets off the 2-man impale, stops the fight in its tracks. Everything went swimmingly there for the side of TNC. They grab up. Oh, Armel actually almost lost his life. Will Ranj get him? Can he get out? He blinks away. Armel will not die. HMY rolling onto the high ground. Once it looked like he wants to take this fight, they're going to glimpse back onto Armel. Armel immediately forced off out of the kinetic field. Raven nearby as well. They want to keep this fight going. They still have a Sunder available for the Terrorblade. Cuckoo does end up dying, thanks to Ranj's March of the Machines. But that's all we're going to get out of this. Neon Esports, it looked like they might be able to at least claim the first life from Armel, but unfortunately it does not end up going that way. So it is just a straight up and down victory, in fact, for TNC. With this Aegis online right now. Blink Dagger as well for Armel with the 4-staff. Can now put himself into a BKB. All the mobility is covered. Actually, it's a full Hurricane Pike. Yeah, mobility is really covered, bro. Now it's about just staying alive for this fight. Because damage is also covered because he's level 16. One of the higher leveled heroes in the game. Actually, the highest leveled hero in the game. Tinker's 15, but Lifestealer and Pitlord are only level 13 at this particular point. Very, very low for them. So they cannot really contest. They need this major talent. I think they need this talent from Lifestealer just for... I think the movement speed this game is a bit more important than the damage. Because they're struggling to win fights, sure, but they're also struggling to get to them and maneuver around them. Unless he thinks that he needs to farm a bit more. We'll see what he chooses to go for when he gets to that point. We'll also see what TNC intend to do with this Aegis of the Immortal. Raven with the full Manta style wants a Blink Dagger next for his team. So they're going to have, what, 3 Blinks? Probably 4. Yep, 4 in fact. Tim's also building one. Sims almost has his, already got 2 on Armel, as well as Sam H. Will Cuckoo get one? Nah, it's Cuckoo. Cuckoo doesn't need a Blink Dagger. Those days are behind him, man. Those days when he'd rush Blink on these OD heroes in the mid lane. Times have changed. Bottom lane, Ravage. Oh no, they catch out 2 hero Impale. This Observer Ward, honestly, seriously, this is one of the best wards that I've seen. In terms of its usage and the value that a team has gotten out of it, this has been incredible. Like, they've gotten so much out of this Observer Ward. They just found themselves a kill onto the hard carry. Play hard. Probably going to be able to blink away though. So he's going to be fine. Tims did get off a very impressive 2-man stun there. But doesn't matter because they also got, in the mid lane, Armel got himself a kill onto the Underlord. So... that's really fine, the fact that Play Hard ends up surviving that engagement because they get 2 core heroes off of that. Right now it just feels like TNC are in a position where they're going to start rolling. And it seems like Neon Esports' opportunities to try and come back into this game are slowly and slowly diminishing. Not sure how they intend to deal with this right now. Thus far they're not. They're still... just trying to farm, trying to get Ranj into a better position, trying to get him a sheep stick. Because they also don't have that much lockdown. If the initiation from Slaughter fails, what do they do then? Like, where does their fight go? Play hard. Oh, ooh, he gets seen, but Armel unable to actually get the grab onto him. Metamorphosis committed now by a Raven. Tim's looking for the Spy Carapace onto Ranj. Try and prevent him from creep skipping this wave. But doesn't seem like it'll be necessary whatsoever. Tier 2 tower should still fall regardless. And Sam H pops the pipe up inside as well, just to make sure that there's no surprise shenanigans from a Tinker in the trees. And I don't know if they want to take this fight further though. Sam H does not have Ravage, having used it to secure a kill onto the Lifestealer. Here we go, jump in. They're going to go directly onto Raven. Raven underneath the effect of the Static Storm right now. He gets himself caught inside the Shallow Grave. Cuckoo trying to keep him alive. The Sunder will be there onto Cuckoo. Beautiful start from Tims once more. Catching both Ranj as well as HMY. Armel jumping forward right now. Can't get past the kinetic field though. And now he's on the far side of the fight. Lucify. He's running onto the high ground. Gets off a ward just before he loses his life though. Raven snags up that kill. Good God. Tim's! What a player! Once again, securing his team that particular fight. And because of that, now, tier 2 tower under threat, mid lane.
Middle tower is under attack.
Definitely gonna go down here in favor of TNC. The Aegis will expire. Armel will no longer be carrying that cross around his chest. But it's like whatever, right, at this point. If things are going this well for you, I don't think you care all that much about losing your Aegis. Especially when Tim's is doing as great a job as he is on this next assassin. So now we're at that particular weird point in the game, right, where Lifestealer doesn't really feel like a threatening hero. Still very far away from getting his next item. He's below Sam H in terms of net worth. Basically just functioning as a tool to push out more damage so that Ranj can come and clean up in the fights. And Ranj as well, not even being allowed to really accrue that much gold. It's very dangerous for him to move out across the map. Tims might have found another kill. I think Lucifer is dead. Oh no, Lucifer is just deording. They're gonna try this infest again though. Play hard. They've got vision with this observer ward that they had, that we saw Lucifer giving up his life to place down just before he got brought to the grave by Raven. So using that, let's see. I don't know about this fight though. Without Disruptor, I don't think you can take fights like this because you desperately need to have Static Storm and Kinetic Field. Otherwise, you just really don't have the burst damage. But we'll see if they actually want to engage into this particular one. Let's see where this goes for the team, for the squad, for the boys of Neon Gaming, or Neon Esports in fact is what they're called. If you're TNC, you have no problems right now. You're like, yo guys, this game is going as easy as it can possibly be. Play hard, yeah, recognizing that, yo, this is not a fight I can take. You know, maybe try heading towards the top side of the map. Lifestealer should just come out, honestly. I think they're probably feeling he should have bought the... Oh, Tims, before he gets glimpse back, actually gets the stun out onto Y. Bit of Manus will be there, but it's not gonna matter. You're dead, bro. Reflection will slow him up as well. Armel throwing in the pot shots. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you have heard it said, the fact that the OD Pitlord matchup is extremely rough for the Abyssal Underlord. It's really, really rough. But more importantly, oh my god, Ranj just dies. Tims is just everywhere. Jesus Christ. With this Blink Dagger now as well, he can blink directly into the March of the Machines, activate Spy Carapace, and they can catch out Ranj. And now suddenly they've opened up space to go high ground. They no longer have the Aegis, but they definitely still have the damage. And they can commit the Metamorph for this. Raven jumps up. They pull out the Reflection on to play hard just to force him back a bit. And there's no way they can take this fight. Infest is up in 5 seconds, but do you really want to try go in for this? Tier 3 tower is going to be dead for sure. Sam H does still have Ravage. Laser thrown out by Ranj, but he doesn't have the Aghanim Scepter, so it's not going to bounce around and prevent all that much damage. And they're just going to take a Laner Axe. Simple as can be. Even after a buyback is forced, Neon Esports cannot stop them. And TNC just say thank you very much. They were so nice about that, actually. They just walked in and said, oh, guys, we're not even going to really kill you. Raven blinked on the high ground, could have started attacking her to play hard. Just like, oh, you know, just kind of wanted the buildings, bro. So now they can take Shrines next. The next Roche is basically theirs without contest. We do see a smoke move on the other side of the map. Play hard is here with Lucifer as well as HMY, but there's just nobody here. Nobody's home. In fact, they're in your side of the map, killing your dudes, stealing your creeps. Eggs will finally emerge for Ranj. Maybe Cuckoo dies here. This is a Pyrrhic victory at best. At best, this is a Pyrrhic victory. And Armel might want to try catch somebody out from this 4-star forward. He's looking for somebody. Gonna go in for Lucifer. BKB pop by him. They've already brought down the Disruptor. HMY dies as well. Brought down by Raven's right clicks. Play hard, trying to run himself into the trees. And he does get himself out of this. Blinks away with the Guardian Sprint. Keeps alive. And he's alright. He's cool. He's cool. Is he? Tim's has already used the Blink Dagger. Has Yule Scepter as well, but play hard's Blink. Back up in a second. Yeah, he's out. He's not gonna get caught by this, I don't think. Mid lane though. Oh.
Dire's top tower is under
Hello, Rang Rang. Now, top lane, or here towards the shrine, we see Underlord. You know why it's the worst matchup in the world? Because you get so much additional damage as Armel from this big beefy Underlord that has basically no mobility. Can't stop you if you have a 4-staff. Then you just right click him down and he does literally nothing, just dies, gives you additional damage. Thank you very much.
Dire's top tower is falling.
Very soon I think they're just gonna try go high ground and take another one. Roche is online though, so they could look towards it. They still have this medallion on Cuckoo, so he's gonna scout it out right now. And they, oh, he's like, boys, come check something out. Something interesting is happening this side of the map. Raven probably not even gonna need the metamorph. Just gonna right click down this Roche with this medallion. I really like these mass Blink Dagger builds, especially when you're playing up against a team that has Disruptor, because usually what they are accustomed to, the side of Disruptor, is they drag back one hero, put your entire team out of position because you all have to run back to try and save that person's life. But if you all have Blink Daggers, then you're just there the same time anyway. Sort of like Glimpse starts the fight for you, because now you all know when to initiate with your Blink Daggers. It really makes this hero difficult to play. And it also makes Slaughter hard to play, because if they catch any vision of play hard, he can never get off the initiation with HMY. Speaking of, they're going to try right for it now. Can Tims find the Spike Carapace onto Ranj? Nah. Ranj is going to be okay. And here comes the Roche. I doubt play hard is going to scout this out. Unless they smoke right now. Do they have one? They do on Lucify. They might think of going for this. But it has to be right now. They've got a little bit of time. It's not the fastest Roche in the world. They're going to Underlord ult for this. They're going to Underlord ult onto the other side of the map. Okay, they want to try and take this fight, but they get caught out with a Ravage! Everybody in trouble with all the ultimates in the world dropping down onto them. And they've just lost all their lives. The Gambits, they thought they were going to pull off some LGD and DAC type plays. Unfortunately, that shit does not pay off. Woo! Yeah, they just get demolished. Everybody dies. And now suddenly we see Roche gonna go down. Aegis in the hands of Armel once again. Raven probably carrying the cheese. Now they gave it to Sam H, I think. Or does Armel have both? Who does have this cheese? Oh, Sam H does have it. And now second lane RX suddenly being forced out by Raven in the top lane. No, it's a BO3. Ladies and gentlemen, don't stress, it's a BO3, so game not ending anytime soon. Cuckoo still does have access to the shallow grave for his team. They're just gonna take it slow. No need to rush for this. They forced out what? Were any of those buybacks, or did they just respawn? No, they were just regular respawns, except for Tinker. Tinker had to buy back for that. Well, Tinker bought back a lot earlier, in fact. So they're just gonna grab the shrine. It is a best of 3, ladies and gentlemen, and this is a game 1. Now Tims gets caught out, Static Storm, Armel pops the BKB. They want to fight onto Ranj. They really want to try and bring down the Tinker. They succeed in doing so. Now Armel blinks onto the other side of the fight. Once Lucifer, Crimson Guard was popped by Y. Doesn't seem like it's going to be enough to keep this fight going though. Y throws down a Pit of Malice, just trying to get himself away towards the high ground. There's a safe shrine there for him, but he cannot get there. Armel too hard, too handy, too fast. Hits him down with those arcane orb hits. And he loses his life. Armel now chasing towards the top lane. They don't want to actually kill play hard. I think they recognize that play hard is just creep skipping right now. And Raven doesn't give a fuck. He's already towards the base. On the high ground. They want this tier 3. They should be able to get it. Backdoor protection or no. And honestly, I think that's game over. I don't think this game goes anywhere after that. They tried one major risky play, but it didn't work out for them. 23,000 gold. 33,000 experience. Are you kidding me? That's one of the biggest XP leads I've ever seen. In fact, I mean, we have no heroes on level 20 on the side of Neon Esports. we have 4 heroes on level 20 for the side of TNC. So now, does not look like they will actually be able to hold their base. And Mega Creeps will be in the offing. And presumably the game. Lifestealer did not itemize to be able to deal with this kind of situation. Tinker can only barely deal with Mega Creeps of any kind. Sam H has Ravage. Alright, they want to go back in for this. They want to end the game right now. One more big fight is all they need. They smoked. They're wrapping around into the base. They see mid. They want Sam H to make this initiation. He's the one that's going to lead it off. There's the Rabbit. They catch onto 2 heroes. It's Wild going to be caught as well as onto the Disruptor. Lucifer dies now as well. And now Slaughter tossed into the air. Play hard. Trying to get himself out of trouble. Maybe they'll be able to dark rip back into the base. Double buybacks over there. Play hard does get brought down. Cuckoo will get the Shadow Grave out onto himself. Not going to matter. Because GG well played. TNC Predator taking game number 1 here versus Neon Esports. Because they're just too freaking good, honestly. Actually, no, Tim's is just too good. That was, I'm willing to say that was a Tim's victory. Like, for me, definite MVP is going to be this next assassin. He was everywhere. Spite carry pressing, the Range Tinker preventing him from being able to use the modular machines to push out the lanes. Always being able to scout out where Play Hard or HMY might want to initiate on. Getting off amazing stuns whenever their team was planning to take Roshan. Catching out heroes using Tinker Wards. It was as close to perfect play as you can expect out of a Nyx Assassin. And we saw it here coming out from Tim's on his Nyx. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see in game number 2 whether or not Neon Esports can bring it back and maybe still grab themselves a place deeper in this GSL group right now. Because as it stands, it seems like TNC is going to be progressing forward with great ease to play up against Boom ID in the winners match of the GSL group. But ladies and gentlemen, that'll be in just a moment. We'll see the result as the teams come back. So for now, just take it easy, kick back. I'm going to play some tunes a couple of minutes before the next game. That being said, can I ask you guys a favor? You know, you can see this lovely button here at the top right of my particular screen. You know, just subscribe or like my Twitter page there at _snare_. Please, you know, subscribe to this particular Twitch page. Yeah, and the value helps. Subscribers and bit buyers and chatterers, whatever, makes it worth my while on the days where I decide not to do other money-making ventures and instead cast Dota, because that's kind of what I love doing. So please help me out in that regard. And as well, if you could also retweet the stream, let people know that this game is going on, that would also help quite a lot in making this worth the time and the effort. But ladies and gentlemen, game 2 coming up in just a second. Neon Esports versus TNC Predator. I'm Snare, your host for the MDL Mods Southeast Asian qualifiers. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to game number 2 here between TNC Predator and Neon Esports in the MDLC qualifiers for the Super Major later on in this particular year. I'm Snare, bringing you the action here after we saw a pretty great game 1 from TNC. Very much from them, it was, let's not say a walk in the park, but let's say a day at the office. Yes, they did TNC things, they all played as well as they could on their respective heroes, and yeah, after that, you know, they end up winning game 1. So we'll see in game 2 what Neon Esports can bring to the table to maybe shake up TNC, maybe put up the pressure onto them, make them play a lot more aggressively, and see if they can walk away with a win after that. So in the previous game, none of the heroes that were present there have been banned out thus far. And TNC still have access to, if they want to, they can still get that Nyx that they just destroyed with. But I don't think we're going to be getting another Tinker. I think after that, Ranj would have learned that let's leave Tinker out of this. So now where do we go from here? They're actually taking a long time with this last ban. Which hero? Are they trying to focus on other heroes they saw in game 1? I wonder. Or do they have some new methodology that they want to bring to the bear, but they don't want to get counted out by?
TNC's turn.
Haha. They banned the Nyx assassin. Yo, ban Tim's Nyx assassin. There is no shame whatsoever in allowing that hero into your ban list, just given how well Tim's plays on it. Now TNC Predator will grab the Sand King. It's one of the heroes that they normally run as a flex pick. Every now and then Sam H will still play this hero on the side of TNC. I think he plays it more often than Tim's, but Tim's can also play it. So some good versatility so far from TNC. Neon Esports right now, they go in for the Rubik. What's going to follow this? Rubik OD. So they take away one of our Mel's heroes as well. I guess the idea behind this is to say that, if we have this OD going in this game, then it makes it less likely that TNC can pick a hero. Firstly, like the Underlord or the Tidehunter, heroes we know that they really enjoy picking because of how good OD can be against them, and it's a block pick at the same time. So I can understand the rationale to grab this hero up. TNC just go for Leshrac. So Armel Leshrac. Didn't we see this at DAC?
10 seconds remaining.
We saw this a couple of times and it did some great work. I also really like this hero with another stunner on his team, just to allow him to lead off with the channel duration for the Split Earth. And they've got a ton of magic damage right now on their side of TNC, so they should probably look to ban heroes that'll be buying pipes for Neon Esports. They could actually ban the Underlord themselves, or the Tide. I think Underlord also plays really nicely with the OD. So OD always plays better when he has a hero that can back him up. So maybe not Underlord, Omni Knight to a better extent does that. In game 1 we saw Dazzle was the hero that they were using, even though Armel just went off and didn't really need any help. Oh, it's a Gyro ban. What happened to Gyro? Gyro's kind of fallen off right now. Seen more Slocks, more Terrorblades, more Lifestealers, more Tinies as carries, more PLs. But Gyro is just, even Luna is playing more, has seen much more play than Gyro is right now. So I don't know what happened to the Chopper Man, the Copter. TNC will ban out the Omni Knight, one of the heroes I was mentioning earlier that does really well with the OD.
Seconds remaining.
That's actually really interesting that whenever teams play up against one of their signature heroes, and you can already see just the way they approach the game, they really understand what's the best way to play that kind of hero. And in this particular situation, they know what they're probably asking Amel, yo, what would you want to play with, and let's ban those kind of heroes.
TNC's
A Puck man. Um, I don't know how I feel about a Puck, man. I mean, Puck can be really good against OD because the silence just kind of
10 seconds remaining.
makes the hero useless. Whenever you get silenced as OD and or put in one position and you can't move around in the fight, makes it very difficult to play this hero in the way it's supposed to be. But I don't know if Puck you needed to ban it. TNC ban Baron as well, so they are really removing anything that'll beef up the OD's ability to stay alive in these fights. And now that Neon Esports have gone for this Earthshaker, they know on the side of TNC that there's no possibility of a Dazzle, an Oracle, any of these kind of heroes, and then them putting the Rubik as a 4. Almost certainly going to be position 4 Earthshaker, position 5 Rubik.
Radiant team pick.
Raven Razor. I guess Sam H could play Razor. I don't know. Razor's okay in this situation. Just a hard hero to burst down right now. So the Neon Esports heroes will have a kind of a difficult time actually winning fights very early.
5 seconds
They're almost always going to have to rely on OD getting as many stacks as possible off the Arcane Orb before laying out the ultimate. And that can somewhat complicate the situation, right? One thing I do like about the Razor though is that it makes it difficult for Neon Esports to want to aggro lane into the Razor lane with this Earthshaker. And oh, it's actually Sam. It is Sam H Razor. Okay. Yeah, that makes life difficult for Earthshaker to be in the lane that has Razor in the off lane. They could still run Razor mid even and then put Leshrac into the off lane. And the other hero that I was saying is being picked more and more instead of the Gyro. Luna comes out as the hard carry for Raven. Not the best matchup versus Batrider, but if you have any help in your team, literally one stun and you can probably get a kill. If they pick like Ancient Apparition as their final pick for TNC, then they can basically dominate the lane that has the Batrider. I think AA or Witch Doctor is probably one of the best pickups for Cuckoo to get to round out their draft. To me, it seems in best form, LC is going to be the hero that gets banned out at the end of the day by Neon Esports. Why LC? That's a very... Do they think that this is support Lesh? I mean, it is possible, but I think Leshrac... Core Lesh is, I think, much better than support Lesh. I mean, you can run support Lesh with the max lightning build still, but I think we saw at DAC that whenever you have this hero as a core, it just does way more for your team than as a support. I still stand by them having Witch Doctor or Ancient Apparition would be pretty great. Especially AA. I really like the idea of the Cold Feet in this game versus Batrider in lane. With Sand King as well. These two heroes are a well-known duo for a reason. But let's see what the final ban is going to be from TNC. Neon Esports, they still need their safe lane hero. Terrorblade banned away by TNC. So that leaves... What are they going to get? Juggernaut maybe? Ah, TNC get Veno. It is support Lesh. Or maybe it's support Veno. I don't even know. But I think if you pick Venomancer, as much as I think Lesh is better as a core, Veno is basically useless as a support. Well, not really useless, but benefits so much from being a core, getting those early levels that you kind of wonder why you'd ever want this hero as a support anyway. So it seems like Venomancer can probably go off lane here. Or you can match up the Veno lane with the Batrider lane, I think, is the best idea. Should we go Lifestealer? I was thinking Lifestealer, but I was thinking they surely weren't going to pick Lifestealer into Razor, right? I mean, sure, in this game, he's going to be laning versus Venomancer, so won't have any issues staying alive. Like, the laning phase is going to be the easiest thing in the world for him. But in the long run, I don't know about this Lifestealer pickup. They're going to need, once again, Batrider to do a lot of work for this Lifestealer to work out in this game. Especially because you have two heroes on the side of TNC that are not opposed to buying early BKBs at all. These heroes are also really fast.
So being able to stick on top of them.
Remaining.
This is going to have to be a great game from Play Hard. I think there's a lot of pressure on this Earthshaker Knight right now.
5 seconds
So
remaining.
we're going to have to see how he's able to perform. Ladies and gentlemen, we got it. These are our drafts. Let me know what you think. Who you think is going to actually win this matchup. TNC, Neon Esports. They're swapping around roles on Neon Esports. Never a healthy sign. Alright. If they don't swap back and it's and HMY is not playing this live stealer, then I'm automatically going TNC. I don't think you ever really do well if you swap between core and support midway through a series. After losing earlier games. So yeah, I'm gonna go all in for TNC. And I happen to like their draft a bit better anyway. While the game is loading, ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you all a favor. An interesting favor. Could you retweet this tweet so that people just know that the game is happening? And to come through, hang out. I mean, it's the least you can do as thanks for me having to be the one to yell at these C teams. But yeah, I would appreciate it greatly if you guys retweeted that, like that tweet. You don't even have to follow the Twitter. Just retweet it, like it. It's all that's all really that I'm gonna ask of you for now. We had a small disconnect at the beginning, but we should be getting back into this one before too long. Everybody's loaded back into this. Okay, HMY is back on the live stealer. Alright. So they were trolling. Don't do that to me, guys. I still prefer the draw from TNC, but it's not like a complete win. Neon Esports can still play this, right? It's maybe 65-35. Depends a lot on what Batrider is able to do, as well as what Play Hard can do. But there's a lot of pressure on both Play Hard as well as Batrider. Play Hard has to make a lot happen in the early game with these fissures. Because these heroes on the side of TNC can sort of run away with lanes. So you don't want to give them the ability to make that happen. Neon have smoked up. So are they going to try to take a fight for this? They haven't wrapped around though. Are they on the way to doing so? Armel staying right by the entrance to the ramp, making sure that if anybody wants to make their way into Dire Jungle, have to walk past him first. They do get off this very, very big block right in the middle of the camp itself. Let's see if this succeeds for them.
30 seconds to
I don't think we've seen any sentries being purchased up. Oh, they're actually going to aggro. They're going to dodge this on the side of TNC. They were not looking forward to playing Raven's lane into a Batrider, which is awful, honestly. Awful. One of the worst lanes to play. So, and because of the fact that they don't have like a Witch Doctor Sand King or Witch Doctor AA, like a easy kill combo. I mean, Sand King Leshrac can still kill, but it's not as easily guaranteed. Rather not take any chances. But they might swap again. What is happening right now? We've got 3 heroes blocking one lane. I don't know what's going on. Both teams will at least trade regularly for their bounty runes. And Sam H is going to be heading towards the bottom lane. Cuckoo on the Leshrac is going to go top. So yeah, they're going to dodge this. TNC going to aggro top. Not the ultimate easiest lane, because it's not like Play Hard is the easiest person to play against in this kind of situation. If you get fissured even a single time, very highly likely that you just die. You can get lifted into a bad position as well by Lucifer. So let's see what happens with Raven. Raven, they're looking for it. They want the fish. Oh. That is regrettable. Open wounds now onto Cuckoo. They might actually just cut their losses and take this, you know. They might settle for this one, and they will get the first blood. HMY is able to grab it. They really wanted to kill Luna at the beginning of this game. Prevent her from being able to get anything from the onset. Unfortunately, fissure block, a little bit off the mark, will not allow them to make that happen for themselves. And now HMY is just going to be farming up in this top lane versus Raven. A situation that should favor Raven, I think, overall. Also, I prefer Leshrac as a support in this matchup, rather than Rubik, as well as the Earthshaker. Nice fissure, catching onto 3 heroes, but this fight might still happen. HMY doesn't actually have access to the Rage, so it could easily die. Raven doesn't have Lucent Beam either, so Level 1's kind of the bane of all the heroes right now. Play hard, wants to chase Tims and kill him. Unfortunately for him, there's going to be a beautiful lightning storm cast out by Cuckoo, which brings down Play hard. Another lightning storm slowing down Lucifer, and they got level 2 just in the nick of time for Raven, allowing him to cast out the Lucent Beam, and they grab the kill. So 2 for 1 here in the top lane. Both supports do go down. HMY does survive, which is important, and he's going to be able to keep farming here. Sam H hating life bottom. Hasn't put any points into Plague War just yet, so actually can't be in this lane right now. Can't really farm. All he can do is make use of this magic wand and just hope against hope that it allows him to get as much levels as he can out of the situation. They're actually changing up lanes. Ranj is coming towards bottom. Doesn't want to play against Razor. Razor just runs at him, links him. Not very fun to play against, so they're going to put the Bat Rider in this situation. Bat can't really kill Razor top lane though. We have another kill. They bring down Play hard. Yeah, Cuckoo with the lightning storm, yo. I was gonna say that Bat Rider, it's not that easy to kill the Razor, because Razor at some point is gonna have points into the unstable current. So if you try to dive him with Firefly, you get slowed up to the point where you can't actually make the full dive. But still, it's probably a better matchup than the OD, because OD doesn't want to have to constantly have to use Astral Imprisonment. But Ramel's just coming bottom. He's now leashed up onto Lucifer, taking some of the damage from him. And yeah, they're just gonna keep chasing Ranj. He's gonna get hit twice actually. He might die here with level 2. Oh my god. Armel. If he was a riskier player, he might have gone for that. Right now though, he has to watch himself. There's a potential of him getting brought down here and dying. If he gets himself astral or fissured, he's definitely dead. Because then they're just gonna put him out of position extremely quickly, which becomes a bit problematic. There's the fissure. They've got him. Will they be able to finish this off? Alright, the enchant is there. They do not have the aftershock though. And where is the lift? There we go. Armel, he's got the drain out onto Ranj, though, staying alive at the moment. The plasma field will be there, will not keep him alive at the moment. The ultimate, or rather the Bar Strike from Tims, is there directly onto Play hard, but not going to be able to keep the space open. And they will lose the life of the Razor, who is insistent upon matching up against this OD for the time being. Nice block with this Observer Ward. Other ward as well was not de-warded by the dire side either. Lucifer, recognizing that this blocked camp, this Observer Ward is not in range of his sentry, feels bad, man. Where did Lifestealer go? Is Lifestealer just mid right now? He's invised up. He's been forced out of the Luna lane, it seems. Or they just want to swap things out in its entirety. They're going to play even more musical lanes. I have no idea what's happening. HMY is not farming though. He's 11 and 5 versus the 22 and 13 from the Luna. And there's going to be open wounds. Oh no! Play hard! Oh my god, bro. Now, HMY, is he going to die? No, he's fine. Yeah, but he's back to base, so he can't farm right now. Remember when I was saying this Play hard has all the pressure in the world on top of him? Things like that, where if he gets that fissure, they get the kill. Suddenly, the time that HMY spent being away from lane is somewhat worth it. They bring down one of the higher net worth heroes, but they fail, and as a result, HMY just has to walk home. 4 heroes waste their time in mid, and complete free farm is given away towards 2 lanes all across the map. So this fissure, second time this game that we've seen it not yet pay dividends for the Neon Esports lineup. Lucifer knows his award here. He just saw Cuckoo planting it out. Has a sentry delivered towards himself right now. Should be able to deal with this with some ease. But HMY is still not farming. Like at all. I mean, he's still 12 and 5. He's only gotten 1 lost hit in the time that it's taken the Luna to get 11. And a lot of this is due to the fact that they were unable to find that kill in the mid lane. Ranj now getting a banish out onto Sam H. Sam H definitely gonna die here. Does he have Gale? One more second. Actually, had he survived for 1 more second there, could have gotten off the level 3 Gale. Probably would have killed OD. Top lane though, HMI not getting gone on. Instead, it is gonna be the Razor who gets the kill with Sand King onto the Bat Rider here in the bottom lane. Leash was extended. Lots of damage stolen, and they just right click him down to death. He hasn't even put a single point actually into the unstable current. Not that concerned about it at the moment. Does pick up level 6. I doubt he wants his ultimate. Probably goes for another point in Plasma Field. I think he'll decide after this creep wave. Oh, he does get the ultimate. Never mind. Personally, I don't like getting the ultimate on Razor at level 6. I think it's better to get it at level 8. So you at least have 3 points into Plasma Field. Because 3 points Plasma is a lot of damage, yo. A lot of damage in the early game. Hello, GX Stereo. New person. Alright, so now bottom lane, they're going to try to get this kill again onto the Bat Rider. Ultimate now is committed by the Razor. One more right click is all he'll need. And that's why you go 3 points Plasma, my friend. If he had Plasma Field, they actually get that kill, which is kind of silly, which is kind of crazy. Actually, even if he got, literally, if he leveled up anything except his ultimate, that would have been a kill. But oh well, the important thing as well is that it forces back the Bat Rider. He can't really be in this lane right now. Has to sort of cede the advantage completely towards Armel, who is second in terms of the last hits in this game, 37 and 14. And Luna, uninterrupted farm right now. Again, look at Lifestealer. HMY is getting nothing out of this game. He's 17 and 6, 8 minutes into this game. Shaw was around to get a kill to his name, the first blood of the game in fact. Hasn't been able to claim too much since then though. The Lightning Storm onto him, they're slowing him up. They're trying to force a rage out of him. But it doesn't seem like it's going to actually materialize. They'll just go back to farming. And Raven right now. Full power trades. We're going to see what he queues up. Probably goes Dragon Lance this game. Has already the power trades Aquila. I think D-Lance is really good against Lifestealer as well. Because then you can easily transition into Hurricane Pike. And there's a OD. Oh, bottom lane. Armel gets caught out. They do commit the last Zoo onto him. And they bring him down. First ultimate of the game committed by the Bat Rider. Does get some positive dividends. Bringing down one of the more problematic heroes that TNC has been running right now in this Razor.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
This is really an issue though for Neon because they're not getting that much farm like purely across the map. I mean, they got that kill just now onto Y, which is great. But they still need the Blink Dagger on him. They still need Ranj to actually get a lot. Oh, Ranj actually has to go back to base. And he's going for the Hand of Midas. I do not agree with this Hand of Midas pickup because he's not going to be able to fight for quite some time. Maybe Blink Dagger 4-star might be better to lead off with. But if he goes Midas, that means that Lifestealer needs to be able to fight. And Lifestealer is not going to be there for a long time. Lifestealer is only just now cracked level 6. A full level behind Raven. And a lot of farm behind Raven. Almost going to be doubled up soon, I think. And it does not seem like on the side of Neon Esports they have any comprehensive answer for that at the moment. They might try to get off a lasso onto someone. Because Armel has made his way back towards this mid lane. Split Earth does actually catch out onto the Bat Rider. Y in a little bit of trouble. Just taking a lot of damage. There's the Plasma Field as well. He gets himself Astraled up right now. Armel might commit the ultimate. And there's Raven on the backside committing his ultimate as well. The Eclipse brings down the OD. Split Earth as well. Will catch out, play hard in the trees, allowing Raven to claim the double kill with the Luna. And TNC, they collapse onto the mid lane. They bring everybody, but they bring everybody down. 3 heroes are dead. The only survivors are HMY as well as Lucifer, neither of which were around for that fight to begin with. And that allows them to claim the tier 1 tower as well. Armel going to be very happy with this sequence of events. Can now start building himself towards finishing the drops for his team. But yeah, the point I was going to make earlier, I was thinking that Luna should get Dragon Lance, because once you turn this into a Hurricane Pike as well, Dragon Lance Yasha is fine. You can just get, then suddenly Earthshaker is literally not a threat. Because Earthshaker doesn't have Blink Dagger, it's going to be quite some time before the Echo Slam is a genuine threat in these team fights. Unless they initiate it with the Astral Imprisonment. So before that point, the main concern is Fissure. And if you can just 4-star over the Fissure, no problem. Sam H might die at bottom though. He's being surrounded right now by 3 heroes smoked up. Alright, can play hard, lead this off. Yeah, same is dead. There's no way he gets out of this. Stolen a Venomous Gale onto him as well, so he's going to be really slow. Yeah, he's dead. They don't even need to commit the lasso for that, which is always a win. Whenever you can get a kill without having to use your ultimate, you're just happy. So TNC right now did give up a kill. Oh wait, they might actually get some counters out. Lucifer might die here. Okay, he's definitely dead. Do they get more out of this? Play hard, being chased down by Cuckoo. Cuckoo has a stun very soon, but Raven is also in the vicinity, has thrown out the Lucid Beam. They give him the Arcane Rune as well. Cuckoo looked like he wanted to take it. Raven's like, come on buddy, I've got Lucid Beam, relax. Now, mid lane. Oh, OD's dead, isn't he? Range, and he just used Astral. Yeah, he's dead. There's no way he survives this. He's gonna get off. There's gonna be an ultimate maybe used by Cuckoo. You know, nicely done by Cuckoo. He actually runs north, making sure to force the OD to go back towards the mid lane, where the rest of his team is waiting with open and loving arms. And they bring him down. Raven right now, rounding the corner towards the Yasha. He's gonna have it less than a minute.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
This is a huge deal. They still have to try and take down a tier 1 tower somewhere on the side of Neon Esports. They have now smoked up as 3. Unfortunately, it cracks on Lucifer, so they will not be able to get the kill onto Sam H. And this is the first usage of Infest as well. Play Hard was very much relying on the fact that Rubik would be able to open things off with the lift to allow him to bring the Lifestealer into the fight, but unfortunately, not going to be the case. Lifestealer pops out, just has to keep farming, can't do anything else right now. And they're going to claim the tier 1 tower bottom as well. TNC is on a tear as it stands right now. Doesn't seem like it is possible for Neon Esports to contest them meaningfully anywhere on the map. Look at this ward as well. This is such a great ward. I really like where this is. Oh, Rubik. Steel Split Earth. They do get a kill onto Leshrac. They run into the jungle. They see the stack as well. It's only a double stack. Presumably TNC would like to make it more. Cuckoo probably died while making it happen. Armel now lassoed up. He's going to lose his life as well. There's going to be a stolen Split Earth coming in from the Rubik. And they ensure that Razor goes down. That is an amazing spell to have stolen. The Split Earth from Lucifer. Because having that does mean that without any cost points, are you kidding me? One of the best stuns in the game. Whoever shows up here is just going to die. Lucifer is dead. Sorry, mate. Sorry, buddy. Sacrificed at the altar of Raven. Feels bad, bro. So, yeah. Without the Razor even being on the field, they're still able to play aggressively on the side of TNC. We need Blink Dagger so badly from the side of Neon Esports. Batrider does now finally have his. So that should be coming out. Then we can see a proper Infest gank from HMY, because he still needs some kills to catch up into this game. He's building himself into an armlet right now. Looks like he wants to go for a similar build as we saw in game 1. Armlet into Deso. But I'm not sure he'll be given the time for that. And maybe he might need a Radiance given that OD is scaling for the late game. So he might not actually be able to keep up either if he doesn't make such things happen. We do have a smoke gank coming in. 3 heroes trying to make this happen. They're going to catch onto the Lifestealer. The worst person to find in this situation. Rage will not help you, buddy. Armel is here with level 4 leash. And that's one of the reasons why I hate seeing Lifestealers whenever there's a Razor on the enemy team. Unless you can guarantee as Lifestealer that you're only going to be emerging into the fight after the static link is used. Razor can just wait for you. Use link on you and you do nothing. In that situation, even if they didn't get the Split Earth stun onto him, they could have stunned him just once, walked him like a dog and just killed him. It's so embarrassing. And tier 2 tower should fall now as well. Armel with Raven. They're using the additional damage from the Lunar Blessing. Only level 1 at this point. But between that, the bonus attack speed from the Lunar's level 10 talent, the Catapult, as well as the Plague Wards, they should be able to put some substantial damage onto this tier 2 tower. They don't have Diabolic Edict yet, but now I want to reveal the Blink Dagger. Why? Looking to lead things off. But they all have backed away. Might see some TPs happening. Cuckoo might just run in as a sacrificial lamb. Alright, yeah, they know now.
Dire's bottom
Why? Jumping. You're gonna get a catch directly on to our Sam H. Sam H still alive. Gets caught up by the ultimate. Raj brings him down low. But now this might not be a fight you want to take. Tims catches the epicenter out onto the Lifestealer. Lifestealer has lost his life. Why now? In the trees, trying to get himself out of trouble. Will be able to dodge a split earth. Armel, meantime, chasing down Lucifer. Is able to bring the kill down onto him. 3 heroes have died in exchange for Sam H. And this could potentially open up the space for them to go back in onto this tier 2 tower. But Raven just wants to keep farming. We'll head back towards the bottom side of the map here. But another fight that they started on the side of Neon. They chased fairly deep for that one. And they paid the ultimate price. In fact, it's going to be TNC split pushing them. Getting the best of both worlds here. They might be able to find the tier 2 as well as keep applying pressure towards bottom. But it looks like they've cottoned on to the fact that Raven is without help. He has TP'd. But if he doesn't move further, look at that game sense. Luna knows. Razor is like, excuse me, but no, that's not happening. I am gonna run away. And is now towards the top lane, back towards the bush. And he's fine. Starting to become problematic because we're less than 20 minutes into the game. And we already have a astronomical gold lead. Going for the side of TNC. 9,000 gold, in fact. Experience is in also a dangerous category, approaching 7,500. Do we even have any level 10s on the side of Neon? We've got all the level 10s, but yeah, okay, so that's not so bad. Not so bad. Being a bit hyperbolic when I say that. Oh, they need level 10s, definitely. So, now though the game, I just don't know how this is actually going to pan out for Neon Esports just because of how far behind HMY is. And because he went for this omelet build, he is perpetually going to be required to fight. This is the big change up though. They needed this item. Playhard does finally have Blink Dagger. Do they have a smoke on anybody? Lucifer just picked one up. Alright, so they need to make this happen right now. HMY is going to lasso into Y. They're going to smoke. To try use Lasso, try use Echo Slam. While this is happening though, TNC has done the smoke wraparound onto them though. Sam H lays out the Plague Wards. And the trap is set. Sam H is going to be the bait it seems. And they're going to fall for it. Nope. He pops the smoke onto Playhard. So they know where Playhard is. But Y is still smoked up himself. They're just going to head towards the top lane.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Maybe
attack.
there's a hero behind it. Maybe they just get the tower. While this is happening, Raven is going to trade for the tier 2 tower at bot. He's got Cuckoo next to him with level 2 Diabolic Edict. So this is not going to take long whatsoever. They could actually get 2 towers out of this. If RML keeps this creep wave pushed out where it is right now, more or less, by the time they finish taking the tier 2, they can wrap around and start taking the mid tier 2 before the tier 1 tower top is even down. And they can, okay, they can't cliff it though. They've already committed that. But yeah, they can get 2 lanes out of this if they really want to. I think they should. They can still take this fight.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Raven now gonna head towards that area. Gets the plus 24 Lunar Blessing. I think when you see OD top, you keep this going. Infest, unfortunately, did fail again. What's really problematic is that whenever you don't go for the... Whenever I see these lifestealers nowadays not going for this Radiance build, and you the more traditional Armlet, Desos, AC type of builds, SNYs, etc., is that you actually recognize that this hero doesn't actually farm that quickly, and you need something to farm up with. I suppose right now, if you're not gonna go for Radiance, the other build that I could see happening is if you buy Maelstrom. That to me makes sense because that's still an item that you can make use of. But doing neither doesn't seem to make any sense to me. I think you have to Maelstrom or Radiance. You need a farming item on this hero. It's not enough to just fight anymore. You need to be able to scale up. Because he's really not scary right now at all. If he pitches in this fight, what does he do? Like, he can't kill anybody. We have a full Manta style on Raven. Can just turn around and just right click him to death. Got Armel, they can leash him, take away all his damage. Hell, even Sam H has a 4-staff now. So if you get open wounds, There's no guarantee that it's actually going to result in you dying as a hero. And now they're just going to walk into the Roshan pit. They presumably know that this is happening. They pop a drums charge on the side of Amal just to get back into the pit faster. And they do know. Y throws out a flame break into the Roshan pit. But all they need is like one pick or fight, and then they can just go back and take it. Also had BKB on Armel. This is one of the biggest deals. This hero having BKB in a game like this, where the only damage you have to put out that doesn't go through. Actually, you don't have any non-BKB damage. Now OD ultimate was laid out somewhere, but it seems like it was onto an illusion. Feels bad. Y is gonna die as well. Oh no, no, Cuckoo. Cuckoo died to Ranj. Hashtag not worth, because now they're going to lose the Aegis. And there's no threat from the Sanity's Eclipse. HMY is pushing out the bottom lane. Putting damage onto these towers, hopefully. But has to back away when he sees the glyph. And this would be a Roche going the way of TNC. Raven should grab the Aegis. Has made space for it already. And it's also starting to build towards having a BKB. So recognizing very early on that, yo, if you have BKB, what threatens us? You can get lassoed, but then what? No damage physically available just yet on the Lifestealer. OD. This Midas pick has not come back to actually bite him in the ass as much as I thought it might have. TNC more or less left him alone. He's only died twice so far. So he still has good timing on the Force Staff and Blink right now. At 23 minutes, and in retrospect, getting this is probably the best. Oh my god, Tims! What a player, preventing them from actually getting this kill onto Raven, sitting in the trees, waiting for them to start the fight, immediately disrupting them as they try it, getting off a 3-man stun. Oh my fucking god! What a hero, what a player, what a guy, what a guy. Alright, so, sorry guys, I'm just gonna contain my excitement there. But seriously, that play, that was the best possible scenario for Neon Esports, to be in the right place at the right time in order to find Raven, who's more or less seemed isolated. But unfortunately they jump Raven. But again, back-to-back games where Tim's is just on point with this shit, unable to catch him off guard. And now tier 2 tower is gonna fall. All of them, the outer towers that is, have gone down. Neon Esports very soon will be playing up against a butterflied Luna. And it just doesn't seem like there's any way for them to go here. Everything looks like a loss, no matter what they do. It just doesn't seem like it's possible for Neon to get the initiations they want, to get the fights they want. Even though they get the blink positionings they want, it's not. It just doesn't look exactly like they can't get the damage off. I think it's just the main issue. There's no damage right now. Ron just building BKB. But the problem whenever there's a situation where the one team has a nominally better draft than the other, it really does matter whether or not you're able to play the lanes as well as possible. And you cannot lose anything out in the laning phase. You have to always be playing with the advantage. But because they couldn't do that with this Lifestealer, it was rough lanes, it seemed, no matter where he went. And he ended up in one of the roughest ones. Wasn't able to farm anything. Is now being doubled up by this Luna in terms of net worth. Are you kidding me? And now he's gonna die again. I don't know, he's gonna TP out at least. So has to rage TP. That's all a Lifestealer hard carry can do at this point in the game. Is farm, jungle, hope to rage TP out before it's too late if something goes awry. And they still have this DD on Raven. They want to put him on the high ground with the Manta style as well. Look how fast this is going to go with the Diabolic Edict flying out from Cuckoo too. And this should be a laner Axe. I don't see a way Neon can actually contest against this. They have Echo Slam. They do have Lasso, but there's also an Aegis available for Raven, for Butterfly. There's a Razor with BKB, and they find play hard before he can even initiate. The Earthshaker is dead. He does not have buyback. Oh my god, this game's just over. I think this is it. 33 seconds without Earthshaker. One of your major initiators. You don't have Fissure, you don't have Echo Slam. Yeah, and you don't have Infest either, which is also a large portion of damage that they need to bring to bear. It's just an impossible scenario right now. Plague Wards at least get stolen out by Lucifer. And they're gonna back. 2 lanes is good enough for now. Haven't gotten that initial pick off. They're gonna back off. Finish off some items. Sam H picks up a pipe. Armel building SNY actually has it right now. Gonna come out in a moment. Tims wants to build himself an Aeon disc. Cuckoo has himself Yule Scepter completely. Just the Lapper luxury must be nice. The only hero in the top 6 net worth from the Radiant side is this OD. Everyone else is in the bottom 4. Feels so bad, man. Ranch. BKB is maybe the only mechanism. Oh no, mid lane. They find out the lifestealer. They burrow strike him and they bring him back closer to where the enemy team is. The Infest will be there onto Lucifer, but it's not going to really help. Lucifer is going to die anyway. HMY comes out of the Infest, dies no matter what. This BKB from Armel, too damn strong. Double buybacks coming in from both heroes. They want to try and re-engage on this fight, but now that they've bought back, even less gold available to them, and now play hard. Gets off the fissure onto Sam H. Sam H brought back inside the base. They were at least going to be able to bring down Sam H. They needed to commit a couple ultimates for that, but what can you do? They're still chasing though. Look at Raven, how cheeky, sends his illusions towards the top lane to keep this farm going. The Eclipse comes out from the Luna. Luna though, this fight not necessarily going the way of TNC as of yet. It's a 5v4 buyback coming in from Sam H. And now we see the Echo Slam onto 2 heroes on the far side of the fight. We have Armel as well as Tims just caught out. And the Burrow Strike onto Armel. He forced off sword to keep himself alive. The lift will be there from Lucifer. They really want to find this kill and they will find him. 2 heroes have gone down right there. The best possible fight that could have been taken by Neon. They do lose OD though. I'm not sure where this fight goes after this. Neon still want to take this. Cuckoo getting jumped on. They're going to be at the Diabolic Edict. Nice Plague Wards with the ultimate used by Sam H, putting the poison onto several heroes. But they do lose Raven. And that's Raven as the Aegis expires. Massive fight taken right now by by Neon Esports. They get a kill onto the Bat Rider. But at the end of the day, HMY survives through all of it. And is able to at least finish off the Desolator. Major fight from them. They claim a team wipe in fact. They chase down TNC over a sustained period of time and are able to win the fight. Was not easy, but they do it. Who actually ended up killing Spree? Oh, I feel so bad. It was Lucifer that killed Raven. So he gets near 1,000 gold to his name, but 1,000 gold towards the Rubik, man, in a game where the Lifestealer... Okay, it's caught up now after that fight. But in a game where at some point Lifestealer was bottom 4 net worth. Kind of hoping Lifestealer gets those kills, but still good enough for now. Gonna try to turn himself still into this race car Lifestealer. You know, not great to get Desolator at 30 minutes, but what can you do? What can you do? Yule Scepter up for, oh no. OD, Ranch getting caught out. There's a lasso right now onto the Razor from the Bat Rider. Ranch is still gonna die. BKB used up by Armel. Cuckoo gonna get Flame Break back. Should be able to lose his life and has Lightning stolen away from him by Lucifer, which helps a lot in being able to keep these lanes pushed out.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
They could attack the shrines from TNC, but they want to see where these heroes are gonna reveal themselves. They've already taken the top shrine. Only 1 to go. BKB now available for Raven. And I think this should be go time, right? If I'm on the side of TNC, there's no other item I'm waiting for. Armel's not going to have the Shiva's Guard in time for the ensuing fight. Nor will Sam H have another item before they can actually go and start things off. Or maybe just wait for the next Aegis. Spawning in about a minute anyway. Just wait it out. Get that bad boy. And then suddenly you have Aegis cheese and you can just go up the hill. Bat Rider. Caught out. Is this? No, he's fine. I mean HMY. I mean obviously Y is dead, but
Radiant's bottom shrine is under
There's no way, as long as HMY is alive, there's still an ability for them to win fights. He's the only hero that really matters. Him and the OD. Nobody else matters at all. Lucifer has been trying to split push up in the top lane. That'll at least finish as 4-star though. Very useful spell or item to have in this game. There's a lieu of spell that can be made use of thanks to that. A smoke was just brought up right now by the Earthshaker. I think they're waiting for Bat to respawn. And they want to try and make another go at this. But unfortunately for them, Roche has just respawned. So it's now or never. We also have Aeon Disc grabbed up by Tims. This is it. It's go time. You either go now or you never go again. And they're going to infest onto Y. Dire Scan, will it connect? Yes, it does. But it's late. The Aegis is already gone. You still have to take this fight though. You cannot allow them to actually get to your base. If they get to your base, they're going to win the game. They're playing a Luna lineup. And now, oh no, Armel. What a player. Uses his Invis rune, runs right behind them, breaks the smoke, ends the move. Basically secures the game with a maneuver like that, in fact, in my opinion. Because if that doesn't happen, then maybe Neon Esports is able to find a jump onto somebody and they can still stall the game out somewhat. But because that does happen, Aegis still sits loftily in the hands of Raven. They have Cheese probably being carried by Armel. Oh no, it's not. Is it Sam H Cheese? Where's the cheese? Where's the cheese? Oh, Cuckoo has cheese. And Cuckoo now just picked up a soul booster. Looks like he wants an Octarine core for himself. Hello, Jubs. GG, well played. Hi. So now we're at this point in the game. Experience has somewhat plateaued. It's gone up and down, but it's at around the 15k mark. Gold, 25,000 in favor of TNC. And they want to try to close this out at the very end of it. I was wrong the last time when I said Armel might not actually have Shiva's God by the time they want to fight. Indeed they do, because TNC plays freaking fast Dota. They farm super quickly. So they are ready with the Shiva's God for Armel, Raven, with the Butterfly, Aegis, BKB. Got Sam H with the full pipe of insights. Now just laying out an entire line. Hold the line, boys. Okay, now they're gonna smoke, grab a double damage rune, and let's see. They want to probably head out in through the mid lane. I think it's imperative that play hard, defend this with all is worth. Now Burrow Strike onto play hard. Oh no, they can't afford to lose this Earthshaker. He gets Astral right now by Raj. We're going to see a Lasso coming out. They're going to be jumping directly onto Venom onto they want Sam H. BKB now Popeye Raj. He wants to take this fight. Sam H forced off down onto the base. Ultimate will not actually be enough to get the kill. Eclipse committed right now by Raven, and they've got a double kill over that with the damage onto the both core heroes in fact. And this BKB paying too much dividends. Sam H still alive. This Pipe of Insight kept them alive through the damage of the OD. And that looks like it's going to be that. I cannot see a way that they'll be able to defend this game and keep it going. So GG is probably in the offings right now for Neon Esports. They use the epicenter from Tims just because they can. It gets stolen away, or at least Sandstorm gets stolen. 4-star forward by Y, but doesn't really matter. Echo Slam's there. But GG. GG. And I'd be lying to you if I said that this isn't the expected result. I feel like we all had a good feeling, a good intuition that TNC was going to be able to pull this one off. It's just the nature of the beast, guys. Just how this goes sometimes. It is what it is. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do at all. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, so it is going to be TNC Pro Team who secure a position in the upper bracket of this GSL playoff group. In the winners match, rather, I think is more fair to say. Winning that one does dump you directly in the semifinals of the playoff series, which means that you're one best of 3 and one best of 5 away from finding yourself at the Chinese Super Major, you know, which will be amazing. But losing the next match does only pitch you into the potential quarterfinals. So we'll see how it plays out. And losing the losers match puts you in round 1, which I think, okay, no, it's not best of 1, it's still best of 3. But either way, nobody wants to be in that position. Everyone wants to play the best Dota they can. So we'll be seeing how these two teams actually make a go happen in the future. So ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be me for now for this series. The next series is going to be Execration playing up against the team that we just saw, TNC. So that is going to be an extremely exciting matchup that we're going to see in, I don't know, maybe half an hour that they're going to load up this lobby. And then we'll see these games getting started. But to that end, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for being here for me in the moment. I'm Snare, you know, as you can see from that nice little sign there in the top left screen. Please follow me on Twitter. Please also follow this particular Twitch channel. If you have some spare change lying around, buy a subscription, buy some bits. You know, even a donation wouldn't go too amiss. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. Keep your eyes glued to the channel. Be back soon with some more Dota 2 action here in the MDL qualifiers for China in the Southeast Asian region. I'm Snare. Don't go anywhere. Be back in about half an hour with some TNC action versus Execration. You know, don't miss it. And the easiest way to not miss it, just follow me on Twitter, and you'll definitely have information about when the game goes live. But that's me for now, Snare, and I'm out.